Hello everybody, I'm a diary maker and I specialize in making handmade junk journals. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know kind of what to expect. This is still chaos. We are still working in a very chaotic environment because I have just been doing so much filming and so much preparation for my next market. Now, this video is going to be an interesting episode. I have a market coming up this weekend and I will try and film a little bit of that for you guys. I'm really excited to attend this market. It's one of Queensland's largest markets, so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm also going to be bringing along my my market journal that I made a few videos ago with you guys. This is coming along to every single market, documenting my market experiences. Hopefully people will interact with this journal, write their names, take photos, cute messages, and I will also be using this journal for my Facebook group, Medaillas Memory Keepers, where we do monthly journal prompts, scrapbooking spreads, a whole bunch of things creative and inspiring. So if you want to join the community, I highly recommend going over there. I gotta show you guys what I need to do in preparation for this market though. I have to make 10 murder mystery packs. If you guys saw my last video, you know how long it took me to make 3. So let me show you what $200 worth of paper looks like. Yeah, that is literally $200 worth of paper. Like, are you seeing the girth of this monstrosity? And I have to organize it and put it into envelopes. So let's get started with that, guys. It's gonna be messy. It's gonna be chaotic, but we got this. Let's go. Okay, so as you can see, there is so much paper, and I have to organize it all because it is all mumble jumbled from the printer. It's my fault for printing it the way that I did, but I needed to separate the colored pages from the black and white pages because obviously the payment is different. This already cost me quite a lot of money to print the other day, so I just tried to make sure everything was as quickly printed as possible, but it makes my life a lot harder now that I have to organize everything. I'm going through now and I'm setting up every single one of the instruction manuals. They come with the box board as well, which I normally use for my journals, but it's really good because it's going to make the packs nice and solid and the paper stay flat, which is obviously a necessity. I actually enjoyed this process because it was quite therapeutic. Paper is always very relaxing in a way, but it was just so much work. Like, my whole week ended up being paper sorting and it was insane. I've never dealt with this much paper in my life. My husband, on the other hand, was my biggest helper. He organized all of the story pages. So all the story pages that need to go in envelopes for people to find around their home, he helped me organize those because that was such a big task. Here is all the instruction manuals stuck aside, ready to go into packs. I now have to go ahead and write on every single one of the envelopes. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I didn't have the right color marker. I used like a gold one, but I finally got some red permanent markers that I'm going to use to just write on these envelopes. It's going to be so much easier and it's going to look nicer too. Now I need to sort every single one of the loose pieces of paper and parts of the story that need to go on the outside of the envelopes or just around the place, I don't know. And I love using my ruler to actually tear the pages because it's so fast and efficient. Now I'm trying to add a few more things into the envelopes, get everything folded and organized. This is so time consuming, this part as well, because all the folding needs to be the right size. My daughter was with me that day, especially in the background, just playing as I boringly sorted envelopes and paper. But she ended up being pretty good and very well behaved. I was quite blessed to get all the work done that I did. I then had to go ahead and put tape on every single one of the envelopes that went outside or needed some sort of weather resistance. Some of the envelopes are going to be around wet areas or placed potentially outside, so I want to make sure that they don't get damaged by any means before the person has a chance to find them. Oh my gosh, we're nearly done! My husband is the bestest ever. I woke up this morning and look what he did for me. I opened the door and look, he's rearranged in the correct order everything from the murder mystery. Give me a note. Now, fun fact, this scavenger hunt also comes with a balloon, and that is why I'm cutting up some string now to stick inside of the packs. Everything you need in the packs is already included and ready to go. Yeah, so I realized that, hi baby, I realized that I wanted to make 10 packs, but I only have enough envelopes for 5. What are you doing? Yeah, so I can only make 5. That is the maximum I can do right now. I've made 7 packs in total. So once I get these 5 done, yeah, that is pretty much the maximum that I can do at this time until I order some more envelopes. Let's start setting this baby together. Or up. Set it up. I don't know. Anyway, my husband has been a huge help. Such a lifesaver. He actually got up this morning before work and organized this massive pile for me. So I am blessed, so blessed to have him help me out like that. Because this is like really time consuming. And I've got a lot to prepare for. We've got a market to attend this Saturday in the Sunshine Coast, so I'm really excited for that. Oh my gosh, you're eating my paper. Hey! Is that important? I will never know. I will never know if it was important or not. She's just eating it. Hey, don't do that, girlfriend, and stay away from them cords. I had someone trial my murder mystery the other day and give me some much needed feedback, so I was able to make some revisions to it, thank goodness, before I start advertising it and putting it out there for more people to buy. So that was really good. At the moment I am putting together the packs like I said before. These are the revised packs, so everything is right with them. No more issues there. I am really excited because this is like, it's been a fun project. I mean, I love doing projects and I love doing things like this, so it was just a really interesting, different way of, I guess, gift giving. I'm wondering if like I should make another mystery, but I don't know. I don't want to do like murder mysteries all the time or anything like that because that's not really my vibe. This was just something that I actually did for my mum as a birthday present, and I was like, well, I literally spent so much time on it, I better like make it into something a bit more than just, you know, a one-off thing. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting together the scavenger packs for other people to enjoy as well. But yeah, I don't know, I was like, oh, maybe I should do like another one. My husband's like, why don't you do like a romance short story? And I'm like, that sounds fun, but how the heck would you turn that into a scavenger hunt? I don't know. I reckon that sounds a bit tricky. I'm not sure if I'm skilled enough for that, but we'll see. Who knows? You never know what the future will hold. Okay, E1 is all done. Now I need to do E2s. So this is just excess that I can stick aside. Alrighty guys, I did it! I assembled all of the packs that I could with the amount of envelopes that I had. I didn't realize just how many envelopes we required, so I didn't quite order enough. Again, I know, so I'm going to have to order some more envelopes so I can make more packs, but there's 5 packs here so far, and that's fine because I got the markets on this Saturday, so that's enough to bring with me and trial it out. Hopefully some of them sell. We're just going to have to wait and find out how this market goes. Oh my god, I am not fond of mornings. It's 2 AM, I gotta get on the road. Oh my god. Yeah. Worst sleep ever. Let's go.
3 kilometers, take exit 224 for Memorial Drive towards Eumundi, Noosa Heads.
Oh. This is such a beautiful place. Oh my god, so cool.
And that should be your
So amazing.
thingy projector.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, yummy pancakes. Oh, this is so beautiful. Yay! This is so beautiful. Let me show you guys. My ugly teeth. No.
Morning.
We need a few more upgrades for sure.
I think we also need a sweep.
So pretty! Have a good market day.
You want the bread? Hey honey, how's your day been?
It's been okay. I haven't sold anything yet, but it's a really beautiful market. I'll tell you guys more about it when we get home. I am so tired. My husband is tired and we've got to drive all the way back, so yeah. And it was all yellow. Yeah. Yellow is not my colour, I know that, but these are my jammies. Today was an interesting day, definitely not as expected. I thought this place would be really, really good to sell my products. Or was I wrong? Yes. It's always like, it's so hard to know. So difficult to know where you're actually going to sell and where you're going to just like waste a lot of money. So we finally got back to my hometown. It's about a 3 and a bit hour drive. So yeah, that was excruciating. My total expenses for this market day was $96.90 for the stall fee, including parking. Parking was $6.50 for the day, which is actually good, but like you have to pay for parking because it's the Sunshine Coast. So $100 on food. And I know what you're thinking, you're like $100 on food. Like, it's not a necessity. Like, yes, we could have brought more food for ourselves, but it was quite a boring market day without the food. So, and I did have like my whole little family, my sister there as well. So it was about $100 in food. It was $130 for fuel. So already we're like we're like $300 and something in. I would have had to have sold a minimum of 3 journals in order to make like a break even kind of thing. And I probably would have had to have sold about 6 journals today in order to actually make a little bit of profit minus the expenses of the journals sold. So this is a really expensive market day for no sort of reward. It was a long day. We left here at 2:15, remember, and we only just got back now, which is 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's a long day. It's such a long day. Oh. I definitely will not be doing this market frequently. I may try it again closer to Christmas, but it's just like, it's an interesting one. I met the most cutest people, the most loveliest people. There's two types of market people. There is market people that are like really lovely, really kind, and then there's the kind but like passive aggressive market people where like they'll respectfully and nicely tell you the way they want things done, or tell you like, I don't know, they just give you a little bit of sass, and you know, and I mean that's just a given anywhere you go, but it's always like interesting to say the least. I definitely met some people like that today, but I met some really beautiful people. That market, the Eumundi Market, is so amazing for food. If you are a food person, if you are a food seller, that is where you want to be. There is so much diversity, such good high quality food, fresh food. It's not all just like sweets and like it's actually really healthy. They have a lot of healthy stuff, but it tastes so good. I got bao buns. I got, what else did we get? We got some steamed pork buns. So good. Tibetan dumplings. Yum. Yeah, that was really good. I didn't film any of that. I probably should have, because that was like the highlight of the day, the food. Otherwise, I was just sitting there like this. Hi, how are you? Just all day long, like, yeah. It's a market day. It is what it is. I do feel a little bit discouraged, I'm not gonna lie, but I have so many more booked in different locations in the next coming weeks. So hopefully I do good at those markets to lift my spirits. But yeah, it's just an expensive day. And it's never, you know, if I'd sold something, it would have been worth it. Like, I would have been like, oh cool, like I just need to get to know people better. People just need to get to know me better in this location. But to sell like nothing at all, even with like a variety of prices. And I know my journals are kind of expensive, but I also have like keychains. I have the Murder Mystery packs that I put together that are a different price range. So, you know, and I did actually speak to some people about that, and they gave me some really good ideas. I definitely think the Murder Mysteries are something that people would like, especially for like dinner parties and like stuff like that. But I would need to make a new story for that, so we'll see. Just because the one that I already made is realistically better as like a gift for somebody that they can, you know, go through and take a bit of time with, versus say like a one night like dinner party type thing. Now, interestingly enough, the market is a busy market, but it's mainly busy, like I said, like for the food. People go there for the food. The handmade is really cool. There's some really creative people, but I just don't really think anyone was really making money. Like, there was like a handful of people that were kind of making money that had like a handmade stuff. There's a lady selling jackets that had like upcycled fabric, like she glued onto these denim jackets. They looked really, really cool. I think she did really well. Like, there was definitely people that did really well. The beautiful Italian, I think they were an Italian couple that were across from me selling books as well. They did really well, I think, also, but not probably well by their standards. I think the market was just quiet. Honestly, no one was even coming into my stall. And it made me really upset, because obviously you put all that effort in to set it up, and you're literally sitting there and you're greeting people. Like, every time someone would walk past, I'd say, hi, how are you? You know, because obviously you want to make a conversation. You want people to look at what you're selling and what you're doing. You know, even just to say hello, like not even just to push your products, but just to have a connection with somebody and see what they're interested in is really important. But like nobody was really like even actually looking at the stalls. Like they would glance at like a few things, or they'd look at the ground, or they'd look at like up high, but they wouldn't like look directly into your stall. It was so strange. They were kind of just like walking around eating. So, which is fine, but yeah. I get the same type of people each time I do markets. There's a lot of people that make junk journals themselves that want to come and have a sticky beak. There's also people that used to journal or used to scrapbook, and they usually want to come and have a little chat. I love those conversations because they're really, really cool. But yeah, it's like, it is a niche thing. Junk journals are a niche thing, and not everyone knows that they need one or knows that they want one straight away unless they already know what it is. And because it's a handmade product, this goes for any handmade product, people will always assume that they could probably make it themselves to a degree, you know, if they are a little bit artsy craftsy. But on the flip side, there are also people that just know how much effort goes into it, and they are crafty and they are artsy, and they just want to support somebody that is artsy crafty too, because that's just a passion of theirs. I love people like that. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It was interesting that the traffic wasn't really like purchasing much stuff. But in saying that, like Australia is really difficult at the moment. Like retail, I think, is just not doing good in Australia, to be honest. Not really. Because you can buy like really, really cheap stuff from online, like Shein, Temu, all of that. They've got people, you know, in sweatshops literally pumping out crocheted stuff for like chump change. So people, yeah, are buying stuff online. And that doesn't help because like Australia's housing crisis is really bad. Like rent is so high. So freaking high, and it keeps going up, and the living conditions are like not ideal either. Like you're paying a lot of money for places that aren't even worth it. And then the government this year decided to increase electricity bills as well. I'm feeling that one. That one really sucks this year. I cannot believe how much it is, like increased by like $200 a quarter. Anyway. But yeah, there's just like a lot of things that need to be fixed. Inflation is really nasty, and wages are not matching, so people just aren't spending on the right, like on things that they used to. They're not shopping as crazily as they used to, that's for sure. Yeah. I'm thinking of also maybe making some journal kits to sell. So that way people can make their own journals. I'll just supply everything. That's an idea. And I'm also going to dabble in making some cheaper journals. So just blank interior, but like a decorated cover. I might try and make some of those before my next market, but we'll see. Yeah, I just gotta just keep adapting and keep figuring things out along the way. But that is my market update. No, Eumundi was not successful. But it may be in the future, and that's not to say that I shouldn't keep trying at my markets and things like that. So yeah, I'm just super tired and drained. I want to go to bed now. I want to go to bed. I'm so tired. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to give you an amazing update, an amazing, you know, success story. But I hope you enjoyed coming along anyway. There will be highs and there will be lows. That is just business. I love you guys so much. Bye! Please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you later.